This is Bio-relativity for North America. The date today is March 24th, 2026. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I am Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. The Earth's feedback loop system is an important tool to access when doing the bio-relativity. The Earth follows the principle called homeostasis, which means that it achieves a balance. This balance is necessary for the correct percentages of oxygen and other chemicals, and is necessary also for maintaining weather patterns. There are a variety of complicated interactions that are involved in the feedback loop system for weather patterns, which include the ocean temperatures, the ocean currents, and the fact that there is massive amounts of pollution in the oceans is affecting the ocean currents. Sometimes we report this as the blockage of the ocean meridians. This blockage is in the ocean currents, or shall we say diversions, because the ocean currents are still flowing, but in some cases they are being lessened in strength. In other cases they're being diverted so they flow slightly in another direction. All of this is truly interactive with the weather patterns. But of course, we, living in a planet on the Earth, don't see, or perhaps are not aware of, the minute changes that are occurring. You are part of the Earth's feedback loop system. The Earth records everything that is happening on her, because the Earth needs that information to know what changes need to be made to keep the homeostasis. Now, the homeostasis has shifted, which means that the Earth's feedback loop system is struggling to keep the balance. As a result, we see more erratic weather patterns, more frequent storms, unusual flooding, for example, and even dramatic shifts in temperatures. We provide to the Earth a vantage point in which we report the shifts and changes that we see. Equally important, but we give information and instructions on shifts that need to be made. For example, we are aware of areas such as in the middle of North America, the Midwest, or the Southwest, where there are huge droughts that are causing great harm to the environment. And we want to ask and instruct Gaia to bring more moisture to these areas. We want to see the cleansing and purification of the air and the land. We have the situation that the main species that is controlling the planet, the human sapiens, Homo sapiens, aren't cleaning up the environment, and therefore we are asking Gaia to become stronger and use her highest abilities to intervene, which in some cases may be contrary to what the expectations are of humans in their weather or in their planet. By that I mean that there are groups of people who think that they can continue to disrespect the environment without having to deal with consequences from Gaia. And Gaia struggles to be stronger, to overcome the energies that I call dark and ignorant of the beauty and the sensitivity of Gaia. But we are planetary healers, and we attune ourselves and our sensitivities to Gaia, and we seek to communicate with her, and we seek to receive her impressions and information. And also, because we have a relationship with Gaia, then she will respond to the best of her abilities at the time for our requests. And we come to this task with an open and pure heart, working for the highest good of all plants and animal life on the planet now. Now take 3 deep breaths. And engage in the idea that I call spiritual anchoring, which is attuning yourself to a deeper state of meditation and expanded consciousness, a state that you often are able to go into when we are meditating together. And as part of the spiritual anchoring, feel spiritual relaxation, where you release all your defenses that are normal in normal operation, lower your shields, and open your heart to higher consciousness, to the Arcturians and to the Gaia feedback loop system. As you take these 3 deep breaths, hi Giuliano, bring down a corridor of light from my starship Athena. I know how greatly in need this planet is for 5th dimensional intervention, and we are receiving many requests for the Starship Athena to work with the Arcturian starseeds throughout this planet. I'm happy to align myself with the group of 40. The corridor of light is over each of your rooms. And as you are now in a state of spiritual expansion, allow your spirit body to rise up out of and through your crown chakra and travel now at the speed of thought through the corridor of light to my starship Athena. You arrive. I and my colleague Helio greet you at the doorway. Follow us down the hallway and into the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber. Remember, this is a unique room that we have set up to communicate and do planetary healing work with Gaia, with the blue jewel. And there are special sensors and there are special connections that you and I can make with Gaia in this planetary healing room that cannot be made on the Earth. Enter the room and sit along the circular benches around the holographic image of Gaia, of the Earth. And we are zoomed in on North America. We're going to focus now on the weather patterns, and I'm opening up a line of communication with Gaia in the feedback loop system. And Gaia responds to me and is open to hearing our needs and requests for North America and what is of the highest good. And she asked that we create a simple and clear affirmation that will help her to manifest the shift that is possible to meet the needs of your inhabitants in North America. A white screen appears over the holographic image of North America, and on this screen we make the following affirmation: Gaia, bring abundant rains to all areas in North America, including the Midwest, the Southwest, the Northwest, the many states in the North American continent, in the United States and Mexico, and also in Canada, if there are in need of additional moisture. And visualize, as you see this affirmation, visualize an image of rain over these areas that you may particularly know, such as Las Vegas or Nebraska, over the Ogawa aquifers, for example. See those areas receiving abundant rain. Again, let me reword the affirmation. Gaia, bring abundant rain to the needed areas that are suffering drought in North America now. Let us go back into meditation, focusing our energies on strengthening that thought, strengthening the letters of that affirmation so that we can send it with the greatest power and arcane energy to Gaia. We'll go into meditation now. the strength of the thought power has created a fiery red letter affirmation filled with the light coming from you and from us. And I, Giuliano, take this affirmation and the power of your thoughts, and I'm now going to deliver it to the Earth feedback loop system, asking Gaia to respond as soon as possible to this request now. The white screen message is delivered. Oh. See now the aura of North America. And I, from my vantage point, see several parasitic attachments from the race of extraterrestrial known as the Greys. I see several aberrant divisions in the aura due to shifts in the space-time continuum. I see holes where energy is leaking. So with me, look at the aura of the Earth holographically, and I, Giuliano, stand over the aura of North America, the energy field, with my hands spread out, and I elongate the powerful cleansing energies to purify the Earth's aura over North America. And as I do that, I also send the light and energy for purifying the air, purifying the ground, purifying the water. And I call on the Central Sun Golden Temple light that is streaming through the corridors connected to my starship from the Central Sun. And this light is now arriving through the portal above the Gaia Planetary Healing ceiling and sending this quantum light into the Earth's aura, which will heal, cleanse, remove attachments, and also help to send purification energy in the elements that I've mentioned. Let us go back into meditation, visualizing that. The golden light from the Central Sun Temple traveling through a corridor into my starship is being distributed into the aura of Mother Earth over North America. And I will use this opportunity to distribute this light over the Middle East, sealing holes, space-time rifts, and also attachments of the grays, removing the aberrant negativity. And let the halo from the ring of ascension seal the Earth's aura now with these powerful thoughts, and allow Gaia to continue becoming stronger, enabling her to purify our land, air, and waterways. And so it shall be. We stand up, walk out of the Gaia Planetary Healing Room. Looking back, we see the connection from the central sun corridor onto the holographic image. It will stay this way for at least another 4 to 6 hours, as there is a great need for the download of this energy. Feel free to return and participate in this meditation and downloading process. Please understand how important your coming to work with Gaia today is to her and to the planetary healing process. You walk out of the room, down the corridor, to the corridor from which you came. Enter that corridor and travel now with the speed of thought. Back through the corridor to a place 6 feet above your earth body, and re-enter now in perfect alignment. Take 3 more breaths and feel yourself energized as you have also received a portion of quantum light from the central sun to activate and heal you and your aura. I'm Giuliano. Good day.